It's good news for the Blues. No more time to lose, 'cause we're hot on the trail, and there's no way we're gonna fail. So get your coat on, get moving, 'cause we don't know the meaning of losing. So come on, get down to go to some heart. Woo! Everton, you never shone so brightly. Everton, spit it off the blues. Everton, you never shone so brightly. Everton, spit it off the blues. So get your coat on, get moving, 'cause we don't know the meaning of losing. So come on, get down to go to some fun. Woo! Everton, you never shone so brightly. Everton,
The Toffees, lads.
spit it off the blues. Everton, never shone so brightly. Everton,
We're celebrating the Blues.
spit it off the blues. Come on, get down to go to some heart. Woo! Everton, you never shone so brightly.
Hello and welcome back to We Are the Famous EFC. It is the Christmas special show tonight. So welcome. Let me know in the comments what have you asked for Christmas, and also let's talk about Dan Friedkin. So a couple of hours ago today, Dan Friedkin have bought Everton, and I'm pleased to announce that Dan Friedkin has brought Everton Football Club, what has been a rollercoaster of a hell couple of years at Goodison Park under the Machedi era, but as that's coming to an end, the Machedi era into a new era at Goodison Park for the Friedkin Toffees. I really cannot wait. This is going to be the best Christmas that us Everton fans have asked for. That's all we needed. Just reassurance where we lie as a football club. And we got it. That's all I can say. We got it. We got what we wanted. The Dan Friedkin group have now bought Everton. Nice one, mate. Sorry. Merry Christmas as well. Do subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. We're trying to reach 5k subscribers tonight as we do this live. But as I said, the reason we're doing this now is because Dan Friedkin has bought Everton, as we all have heard today. Yes, it has been a hell of a rollercoaster, as I said, and I'll tell you what, the breaking news right now is that Everton have no PSR charges looming right now. All the PSR charges by Machedi's era has now all cleared away, and we've got the likes of Dan Friedkin also pays off as well. I'm trying to read the comments out and talk at the same time, so do bear with me, because I've got autism, but in my head doesn't really take it, so do bear with me. But as I said, with the Dan Friedkin group era has now arrived, I'm buzzing as any Evertonians today. This has been the historical 24 hours for this football club, and it's come with a bang, and it's ended in a bang too, because we say goodbye to the Macheri and we introduce Dan Friedkin, as I said. I'm going to show you the club statement by Dan Friedkin as well, if you haven't seen it already, by the new Everton owner, Dan Friedkin. Also, someone's asked a question, Mr. Egg, just asking who's better, Messi or Ronaldo. Messi, mate. I don't like Ronaldo. But anyway, back to the Everton news. As I said, here is a statement from the Friedkin Group on the Everton website now, so I'm just sharing. Yeah, me too. So basically, dear Evertonians, following the completion of the takeover of Everton Football Club, the Friedkin Group and family commit with a global footprint, Everton Football Club, and we are thrilled to be bringing to Everton and the Liverpool City region, whilst we are new to the club, finally understand the vital role at plays in local central history of the lives of Evertonians here and around the world. We are deeply honoured to be part of Everton Football Club. Once again, thank you for your continued support. Yours sincerely, Dan Friedkin. So Dan Friedkin, as I said, has put that up as the statement too. So as I said, really, really exciting times now for this football club, because the end of an era also of Fahad Mashiri, and now a letter from the old Everton owner, who's a clown. As we all know, the Mashiri era was piss poor, was managed piss poor, and was absolute horrendous. So as we say goodbye to the Mashiri era, goodbye, farewell, so long. It was horrible, and I'm glad to see the back of the Fahad Mashiri era too, because it's been a hell of a 12 years under the Mashiri era, and I'm glad that it's coming to an end. I really am glad, because not only this clown who I've got up right now, not only that, we've been fighting relegation under Mashiri for the last 12, over the last 6 years, and we all know how that all ended with PSR, then also spending money and wasting it, because all Mashiri thought during that era was that Everton Football Club are a tuck shop and we're just wasting money, we'll chuck it out. And at least with Dan Friedkin, they know that we are a business. We are a business, and we are not just a throwaway and all that shite. But as I said, the brutality is that we are where we are now, and all I can say is up the Friedkin toffees. So let's have a look now at Fahad Mashiri's last letter to the Blues. So, by Fahad Mashiri, here we go. Dear Evertonians, this will be the last time I write to you, the fans of this incredible special club. As we know, complete of with TFG, I am writing with the mixed emotions, with a scene of optimism for what the future may hold, but also some narrows when on the past, the last couple of years have been challenging, to say that. Lastly, for the football club financial boardroom, the change of result on the pitch, and of course the loss of our chairman, Bill Kenwright. I am proud of the way the club has overcome these challenges, both initially and with the support you the fans have given us all. There is, of course, passion in football, but I really believe that there is something to match the passion of Evertonians, and there is nothing like Goodison in full voice, such as the team as you did in the second half against Palace. Then Dan Friedkin's message has also been added, but I have met the huge cost. I have met the huge cost of those important through my ownership with season ticket price pretty well the same across my ownership proud, and I have tried to remain the impact of the fans with our tickets almost the most, and will remain an Evertonian. This club gets into your blood, and I will be back to watch games from the Everton Stadium stand for many years to come. That is one a hell of a big fat lie. Like, Moshiri couldn't even give a crap if Everton went down or if Everton didn't bother. Do you think Dan Friedkin will attend the... Yeah, I do, mate. I do. Because he's the new owner of Everton, and he needs to be. Remember, of course, to hit the subscribe button, share this channel, and also leave a like and subscribe. Anyway, as I said, that is a big fat lie about Fahad Moshiri. This is what baffles me. Let me highlight it. I will always remain an Evertonian. No, he does not. No, he won't. And no, he doesn't. This club gets into your blood. Yeah, it does. But it didn't with him. And I will be back to watch games from Everton stands for many years to come. Liar. That's an absolute lie. He couldn't give two flying Fs what happens to Everton. So that's a hell of a big fat lie. Right, okay. But it has been a privilege to be come to us, and I know you will give Dan Friedkin the same warm welcome you gave me. I think he will be an excellent, and I have been impressed with the delight performance. What a lie. And thoroughness of his team. I certainly wish him the best, and I know you will join me in supporting him in every way that you can. And finally, I would like to send my best wishes to Sean and Kevin and that playing team. I would also like to thank Colin, that exactly team, and the amazing staff at this great club. We know to give everyone a daily. We give everything on a daily basis. Thank you, Fahad. So that is the last letter from Fahad Moshiri, as he says his last goodbyes to Everton Football Club as a brand new era comes to life. So yes, we say hello to a brand new era of the Friedkin Group. So a brand new era for the Friedkin Group also. And I'm delighted that Dan Friedkin, AS Roma, owners as well. And now we've got new brothers in the Friedkin Group as well. So because they own Roma, they will, of course, be our brothers. And yeah, as we do this one more time, we fight with all our might in the boys in the royal blue jersey. But a new era indeed for this football club, because I tell you what, it's been a ringer and a hell of couple of years for this football club. Yeah, it's been hard, and us fans, we stick together because that's what us fans do, don't we? Us Evertonians, we stick together, and we fight because that's what Everton Football Club do, because we are one big family. And yet the best part about it is that we've got new owners who will treat us like a business and will do anything for us. So without further ado, we welcome Dan Friedkin up the Friedkin toffees. Goodbye, Fahad. What a clown. And yeah, I've got no words to say. Then good riddance. And I'm happy that we've got rid of him. So to end on positive news now, I did an interview, if you haven't seen on the channel already, with Everton legend Peter Reid. If you want to watch the full interview, well, here you go. And if you want to watch it, subscribe to the YouTube channel. And also, I want right now 1,000. I want to reach 5k subscribers as you watch this. And you can do that by subscribing to the YouTube channel. So without further ado, here is Everton legend Peter Reid with me. Here we go. Hello, very good evening, Peter, and welcome to We Are Famous EFC podcast. I'm joined by Everton legend Peter Reid. So how are you doing, Peter?
Yeah, not bad. I've had a good day.
Yeah.
Enjoying watching enjoying it. There've been some good games, some bad games, but at least we're through to play Switzerland. Yeah, I've just been to see my mum in Eiton. Well, she lives in Prescott now, as it happens. And a couple of my brothers, so I'm cool.
Sound. Okay, but we'll get straight into it now with the questions. So, what game was your favourite, and who was it against when you were an Everton player?
Good question. I think the best we played is Anfield and beat him in the derby with Sharpie, got the great goal, and we played them at Goodison and we beat them 5-0, and they were a good team at Brian Robson's. So performance was brilliant. We'd beat anyone that day. We played ever so well. Games, I mean, the Bayern Munich game, obviously you're too young, but people have told you that the atmosphere that night is, and I played in some great atmospheres at Goodison Park and other grounds, and some games recently, the atmosphere where we've had to win to stay up has been unbelievable, but nothing can compare to that night. It was brilliant. It was obviously a semi-final of Europe, and it's the only European trophy we got through, and we won it. So, but the crowd were unbelievable. I mean, we have got support second to none. You know, I'm convinced the last couple of seasons fighting relegation, the crowd have been a major influence on keeping the football club up, without a doubt.
Nice. So, which midfield did you not like playing against in any of the Premier League teams?
Well, to be fair, I did play in the Premier League, but I played for Man City. But when I played, it was the old First Division. Listen, you know, the likes of Graham Souness, top player, Steve McMahon, Ronnie Whelan, all the Liverpool lads. But then you look at Brian Robson, you know, what a player he was. Ray Wilkins, Glenn Hoddle. There was some really outstanding players, but some physically tough players. Norman Whiteside was physically demanding, but a great player. So it was a little bit different in them days. And obviously, there was some unbelievable flair players. You know, we had Trevor Stephen, as you know, and Kevin Sheedy, great flair players. John Barnes was about. Chris Waddle, you know, real good players. So there was even like now, there was never any real easy games. You know, it was always tough. Luton Town, playing against Luton Town used to be a tough gig because they were like fairly physical. So every game was really, really tough. You know, the Arsenal, you know, when you talk about them, they always had good sides, Tottenham. So yeah, it was good, but it was a good era to play in. A little bit different than now. Now the pitches are great. I athleticism comes into it. You know, if we were playing, if we got into October, the pitches were getting muddy. It was tough, but it was great.
Sound. Okay, so the next one. Which footballer would you say is your favourite? I mean, is your idol?
Oh, it's always difficult that.
Mhm.
I'd say I played against some great Alan Ball was. I played against Bawley when I was a kid at Bolton. He was at Southampton, and obviously legend. Well, legend everywhere, World Cup winner. But I got to know him really well.
Yeah.
And was a friend of his. He was magnificent, and similar to like the likes of George Best, who I played against him when I was a kid. Absolutely brilliant geezer, great fella. Bobby Moore, who lifted the World Cup for England, I played against him when I was a young man when he was at Fulham. So all that era were really good players. But obviously, as you go on, you get it. It's a good team like Everton. You play for England. You play against. I think it's always hard to pick one. If I was going to pick one player, my favourite would be Neville Southall, because he was the best goalie in the world, and I played with him, but he was brilliant.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. What manager did you like playing under the most?
Well, Howard was brilliant. Very good man manager. Very good tactically as well.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people forget about that. When I was on about that Bayern Munich game, I remember Sheedy was injured and Andy Gray, and he went 4 across the middle of the park and played Alan Harper, me, Paul Basewell, Kevin Richardson, Trevor Stephen, off Grange Sharp, a 4-4-1-1. Great manager, but he was the best. Sir Bobby Robson for England was good. And an old manager that a lot of people won't have heard of, a lad called Ian Greaves, who was my first manager at Bolton.
Mm-hmm.
Who was a tough character, but I learned an awful lot about him. So, in terms of managers, I think they'd be the 3 most influential ones. But when I was a schoolboy and I was growing up, my dad was a big influence. Taught me the basics of the game really well. Yeah, so I've got a lot to thank him for. He's up in heaven now, but a lot to thank him for. It's a good lad.
All right. What does Everton mean to you? What does the Everton Football Club mean to you?
Well, if you've seen in Sean the last 2 seasons going to games, I mean, certain nights I couldn't sleep before games, and then obviously we dug out results. I remember the Palace game when we were two down at half time. We got up and then we beat Brighton. Brentford. Them 2 games, that was hard work watching. And I had to go out and get legless afterwards. I did. I just had kept on my mum's couch in Everton. Me and him just went, and it was just relief, just pure relief. So we had to turn to alcohol. But
bit like last season.
Well, that's the one. It was so difficult. But Everton. There's something. Everton. It's all he says it. They all say it. Everyone who plays for Everton. There's something about the crowd and the affinity with the crowd and the players. And like I say, I think they're a massive influence on the football club and on the team. And that's why I love Everton so much.
Nice. What inspires you to become a footballer?
That's dead easy. I just love playing. I love playing as a kid. If I was fortunate enough to be good enough to play professional football. Imagine getting paid to play football. It's every, certainly on Merseyside, it's every schoolboy's dream, and I attained that dream. I was lucky enough to play for England, win things with Everton Football Club, but just from being a schoolboy, playing on the streets of Highton, I just wanted to play, and I played for Highton Boys in 1971, where there's only a few schools, and we won the English Schools Trophy, and it's still the only town team to do that to this day. And our coach was a teacher, 2 teachers. One was Eddie Kilshaw, who used to play for Sheffield Wednesday and Bury back in the old days. Brilliant brain. Another lad was Alan Bleasdale, who later become the playwright, Boys from the Black Stuff. So he was our coach. But looking back on that, that's one of me finest achievements as well. As 14, I played at Anfield in the semi-final, or Goodison Park in the final. I was only 14. Brilliant.
Sounds.
Brilliant.
Did you always support Everton?
No.
No.
Yeah, that's the end of that question.
Sod.
But it was, no, as a kid, my half fella, my mum was always a blue, my two granddads, but my half fella took me to Anfield, and I've got to admit to you, haven't I, because you're my mate,
Yeah.
I've got to admit, yeah, I supported that one. Less said about that, let's move on.
Go ahead. What do you think about our new stadium at Bramley Moor?
Well, I've been very, very fortunate being an ex-player to get it in the library building.
Yeah.
You put on a presentation where you put the goggles on your ear, and it was unbelievable. And then the following week, they took me down to the new stadium.
Mm-hmm.
It'll blow your mind.
Wow.
Honestly, I was lost for words. You just look around it, and the architecture, it's close to the ground. You know it's going to be an unbelievable atmosphere, and you just know. I mean, Goodison Park, I love the grand old lady, I love it.
Mm-hmm.
But like anything else, we've got to progress.
Yeah.
And this stadium, it's honest to God, wait till you see it. It's iconic. It's brilliant. But we've got to get a team, and I'm not having a go at anyone here.
Mm-hmm.
We've got to get a team where we've got a chance of winning things.
Mm-hmm.
It's all right having a nice stadium, but you've got to have a nice team as well.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, good. Thank you, Adam.
Oh, yeah. So, what is your predictions for next season? Where is Everton going to finish at the end of the campaign?
I tell you what, you don't mess around with your questions, do you?
No.
I think we'll finish mid-table.
Yeah.
I'm convinced. I mean, hoping to be new ownership and the Premier League sort them out with this fair play, whatever it's called. But I think Sean's done a really good job. Sean Dyche's done a really good job in difficult circumstances. So
I thank him on his tracksuit Dyche.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They had got. But I'd go and meet it. But you know what I'd love? I'd love to have win a trophy.
Yeah.
Just win a trophy. I mean, 1995, and I've got a grandson who lives in Manchester, and he's a mad Evertonian.
Mm-hmm.
He's got all the shirts on, like all this, and he's going to me and me my nephews. Never seen Everton win a carrot, so we've got to win something. Mm-hmm. And by the way, I don't mind the League Cup.
I've never seen anyone. I've never seen us either.
No, you've got to. For the young lads and lasses, young lads and girls, we got to win something. But mid-table, and then let's gradually grow. Hopefully.
Yeah. What did you think of when we beat Liverpool at Goodison to make them lose the league?
I was there.
Yeah.
And it was very emotional. To be fair, we got about them. And the crowd were great again. Mm-hmm. I know we keep going on about it, but they were great. And listen, it wasn't about them losing the league. It was about us getting 3 points because we needed them. Because I was having a right panic because the week before I was in Mallorca and watched the game on the telly, the Chelsea game, where we got turned over 6, and I was devastated. And then we come back and we played Burnley on a Saturday, and we were poor. And we got a break, their keeper made a mistake, and we ended up winning 1-0. And because I was thinking, we're that bad here, we're going to get, and then we turned it on against them in the derby, and that was the turning point. That Burnley game gives us the impetus to go in the derby game, and to be fair, to win it, and deserve to win it, in my opinion. It's great.
Yeah, I think the reason we started to win it was because he changed some of the playing with the players round them wore his tracksuit, so because he's made a change with them, the players. So I thought,
I think
his tracksuit.
Well, just coming to our time,
of
course, the crowd were getting really restless, and I'm thinking this could be toxic, you know. And their keeper made a mistake, and we slaughtered it in, and from then on the atmosphere changed, and I think that was a massive turning point. I'm hearing his tracksuits as well. I'm not going to argue with that.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of people noticed that.
Sound. So that was the end of the podcast.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you for your time and enjoying to meet you today, Peter.
Adam, it's been an absolute pleasure.
All right, up
Thank
the
you very
toffees.
much. Up the toffees.
Bye bye.
Ta-ra.